Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
So happy we're watching this.
I know, I've been thinking about it all day.
All day. I've been thinking about it since the last time we watched it.
That's what I meant to say. Thanks for calling me out on that.
I just want to know, I think...
There's a couple things I'm confused about. I don't understand the writing on the wall. Where it came from.
When I was editing, I was rewatching that, and I was thinking the same thing. And I think the mom... I don't know. I think she did actually...
The mom wrote the well.
Yes.
Yeah. But Come Home Nell was already on the wall.
When did she write that? That's what we don't know.
And why? Why would she write that to her toddler self?
Right.
That didn't make any sense.
There has to be some kind of time thing going on, like where, like...
Unless, like, the end will kind of explain that, you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Who knows? Because
it's got to be with whatever specifically happens to you, like, in that house, because it happened the moment they moved. It was that first night they moved in.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I don't remember if you brought it up or I brought it up, but if the bent neck lady is Nell, why did she kill her husband?
Well, maybe... yeah. We never got a definitive answer if it was her that did it. Because they said he had an aneurysm, but...
Yeah, but you saw his head, like, bent to the side.
That's what I'm saying. It's like how did they not see a broken neck?
Blatantly implied that it was bent neck lady.
Yes.
Because then immediately after he died, she was there.
Well, yeah, they, like, panned over as he fell, and then you saw her.
Right.
And, like, how did they not, like... How was that not, like, in part of, like, they said, oh, it was just an aneurysm. Well, did they see his neck was snapped?
Unless it wasn't snapped, was it just like he
really fast
was having an aneurysm and, like, spasmed or something, maybe?
But why, maybe that, whatever her showing up, maybe it caused, like, she didn't, like, look at him and, like, snap his neck, you know?
Right,
like,
maybe it just happened to be a coincidence that they happened, you know?
No, I don't
think... She showed up because she knows he died. You think so?
Maybe. Like, whatever, like, presence she brings...
That was the only thing I didn't understand.
Like, it set off his aneurysm, you know? Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
And obviously, Mrs. Dudley is...
There's no way around that.
Either dead or...
I rewatched that scene, like, 6 times now, like, trying to make sure I listen to exactly what she says. And she says, this was, I forget one of the other Hill daughters.
The daughter, yeah.
This was her house, or this was her tea set.
Right.
And in the picture, she's in the picture with her dad first. She puts that down and she goes, oh, and there, the way she words it, because the camera pans to a picture of a younger woman with next to, looks like Mr. Hill, I would assume. She said, oh, this was so-and-so's house. This is the room she died in, I think she said, or something along those lines.
Something like that.
Or this is the room she was, I helped her when she was much older. She was really sick.
Yeah.
Mrs. Dudley was like, oh, and I helped her.
That was the daughter.
Yes.
Right.
But that number still wouldn't add up.
It doesn't add up at all. The daughter, and then, because I went back and rewatched the first episode, like the intro to the first episode, and it said nobody lived in that house for 100 years before they bought it.
And Mrs. Dudley even says it in that scene. She goes, oh, yes, this was so-and-so.
Yeah.
Or I knew her many years ago.
Right. So she's been around for over 100 years.
I'm wondering with them, is it like they are, like, they have some awareness of what's going on, but they're kind of just blind, like they just don't pay attention to it. And for whatever reason, them as the housekeepers back then, maybe whatever happened in that house, like, affected them and just made them stay the same age for the rest of their lives or something like that, you know?
I think everybody's dead.
I
think they've been there for almost 200 years now.
Well, that's another thing. So then in the scene where Nell's dancing with her husband at the house, when they pan in the background, you see Mr. Hill, obviously, is who we're assuming it is with the hat. And
then she said that's what she called him, right?
Yeah.
That's what she said, like they were the Hills. Like,
yes, yeah.
Right.
And then next to him was like a girl dressed like one of those 20s flappers, you know? Like she had the whole garb on. And she was right next to him.
Yeah, so that's probably the daughter.
Or it's Mrs. Hill, like maybe she's just younger.
Oh. I still think Mrs. Hill is the lady from the sick bed.
Well, yeah, that was the daughter.
Oh, true.
That's what Mrs. Dudley said. She goes,
true.
I'm pretty sure she was talking about the daughter. Yeah,
yeah,
she goes, did you know her? And she goes, yeah, I knew her. very well. I
Yeah.
took care of her when she was much older and sick.
Right.
It's like when Luke saw that old lady's face from that bed in the...
Yeah, that was the daughter.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what she meant.
So
But again, that number still doesn't add. So there's something going on with Mrs. Dudley, or the Dudleys in general.
maybe it's Mama Hill that's in that red room.
We don't know. Well, that's the thing. Like, first of all, how did the mom get in there to begin with? Because the mom
How to
was
get
in
the
there.
door open, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then, like, the other thing I really want to know, too, is, like, and I'm sure, obviously, we'll find out by the end, but, like, what did the Hills cause this? Like,
Seems like it.
did they do something, like, that caused this house to be, like, the way it is? Or did they come into something, or did something come to them?
True.
Like, what happened?
Right. Did it start with them, or did they inherit it?
Or maybe it's some, like, old house that, like... Well, did they say that it was originally the Hills' house, right?
I think so. I
So-
think they might have built it.
That's what I'm thinking. So I was mentioning that. But I'm, like, wondering if, like, they moved into the house and it was already possessed with whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just weird that, like, they killed Nell. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, I'm wondering if they're going to kill all of them.
Well, that's what I was trying to wonder. Like, what, from the mom's point of view, why would she...
Why would you want to
She
kill
seems,
all
like,
of them?
coherent about things, but also at the same time doesn't, like the mom. Like, the way she's talking, and, like... Then she says, come home now, and then pushes her. So, why would she, like... I think it was, you said it last time, but, like, what is it because she just wants all her kids to be back? And they all have to die for them to be
know.
together again? One of those deals, you know? I don't know if that's
That's
it or
what
not.
I've been thinking about this whole time. Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
And then the next one, I'm assuming we're going to get something with the dad's going to be the focal
Focus
point.
point. That's what we're thinking. Dad and mom, but who knows?
I don't think we're going to get the mom until more on her, maybe even till the finale.
They could give us, like, the backstory, though, up to, like, now, and then still
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
not ruin it, you know?
Well, that's what I mean. They're going to slowly go into it, I think. Let's watch it.
Okay.
If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length. Yeah, I feel like in this one we're going to get a lot of the... there'll be obviously a couple flashbacks of the dad, but most of it was when he's older, and they're going to be, like, together. We're going to see him interact with his kids now that they're older, you know, what's going on.
Yeah, because he should be back, right? Back
Because
in town now?
when Nell initially called him, he said
He was on his way
to L.A.,
Right.
which is where Steven was, and that's where he told Mel to go. But she was
So
already
they go
over
to
in
Stevens or Shirley's?
Stevens.
This gonna be a problem for Luke.
If he tries for it, Steve can take him back to the hotel.
I don't think Luke's going to have any problems anymore with it.
I thought I could do it. I know. She's right there. Take your time. We can wait.
I'm glad at least Steven's being nice to him now, you know?
And doesn't think he's
Yeah.
using.
If you're not ready, let's just go back. That's all right. Come on.
He still is, like, all their little brother, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, at the same time, like, they get annoyed, but they like, still, like... I think they all are starting to, like, see that the difference.
Always clean, you know? That's what they
Plus, it's his
always wanted.
twin. They know that those two are close, so... Mm-hmm. Now he's seeing shit.
Come on, get it together.
I don't like when they turn back around. They're
Nope.
super close.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is that Nell?
No, it's the mom.
Oh, it's the mom.
I'm pretty sure. And she looks like the same as she when Shirley saw her, you know?
She hung herself. Her neck was broken.
Her neck. Here you go.
Is he gonna put two and two together? Her neck? Maybe her neck bent.
Hey, welcome.
It's a cool shot.
Wait. Sorry, I'm a little late.
That's okay.
What?
That's just how he's seeing
How was
it.
your flight?
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a cool shot.
Well, what?
The camera, I feel like, hasn't stopped. It's been one shot on him. Or surrounding him. Oh, it's so weird. In the background. That's her.
thank you for
I just noticed that. It scared the shit out of
taking
me.
care of her. If there's a...
This looks like a castle.
That's the Hill House, I think.
Told you I think he's about to see Nellie.
I'm glad we were talking because that would have scared the shit out of me if I was.
Where'd you go?
I don't know. I guess I was wandering. Maybe I was sleepwalking. I had the strangest dream.
Jesus Christ!
Hey, don't say that.
You just said it.
When there's another flash of lightning, let's count how long it takes until we hear thunder. That way we can tell
It's
how
always the
far away it
classic
is.
game to
Okay?
play with the kids.
So for every 5 seconds, that's 1 whole mile away. Closer.
It's okay.
Of course.
It's just the power. It's just the power. The power went out. I'm right here, you guys.
It's all right.
It's a really old house.
It's all right.
I don't. No, it's not. It's never all right.
No.
Now she's gonna. Poor Nellie's gonna see something. Oh.
You
Yep.
guys okay?
We're okay.
When I was a kid, we used to go camping all the time. I was a life scout.
It's a life scout.
These two are such good parents too.
They are.
Anyway, we used to go camping.
What'd I tell you, Nellie? It's what storms do. They. Where's your sister?
God damn it.
Theo?
What if something gets her?
Oh, I know you're scared, pal. I know you are.
No, come
Tell him
on
the
out.
truth, damn
She's
it.
just hiding from the storm. That word.
Buffalo.
That's it. Buffalo.
Padded, puffy envelope. Buffalo.
You know, my brother, Steve, he wants a typewriter. And my sister Shirley, she could use a new camera because she's capturing our memories, you know. And they're so very precious. And the thing is, guys, you know, she would never
Dad's
ask for
nailing
anything
it
for
now. He
herself,
wasn't before,
ever.
though.
Not once.
It's done his magic. It makes us indivisible. Steve stops shaking the tent. He says, I still, in the bare voice, I think you mean invisible. And now he shouts at the bear. I meant what I said, bear.
She wasn't worried about herself. She was apparently worried about you.
Because she had just
I
seen him up
talked
on
to
the
her.
wall, right?
She said the bent neck lady was back.
Are you guys all gonna believe, please?
I held back anything. It was to protect you kids.
I don't need why do I need protection from the truth?
He's gotta tell him eventually, you know?
I took his fucking money. I got my degree. I started my career. The royalties still haven't dried up. I am fucking glad that I took it.
Wait till they all find out everything he said was true. For the most part, you know?
We took the money too.
Was that the checkbook was for?
I opened an account for it, the checkbook that you found the other day. Cheryl, you keep cutting prices down to cost. Shirley.
I can't look at either one of you right now. No.
I don't really get why it bothers her so much.
We're done here.
Because they made money pretty much off of their mother's suicide,
Not really. It's all about all the ghost stories that Luke and
I guess.
all the things he thought he heard.
But
And made it seem fake. And she doesn't believe in those things anyway, so why does she give a shit?
because she thinks that Nellie was crazy. And it was just using your family's like craziness to sell stories.
I guess.
What is this? You think this is cute?
Who did that? Was it the mom?
I did.
Someone thought what? This was.
Did you blow a fuse?
I've got a backup generator.
The storm's not that bad.
They're all in a storm again, too. It's so disturbing.
I don't like those statues.
I don't know. Me either.
I feel like it's looking at her.
So, yeah. I'm sure that's intentional.
Go.
It's a sick room.
He's waiting for something to pop in. Oh. Good God. Remember they said there was a kid in a wheelchair up there.
Remember she saw some. Remember when she saw the vision of the kid in the wheelchair?
Yep.
So that's him.
How the hell did you get over there?
Hey!
Yeah, she's possessed.
The hell?
Dead end.
No, she's over there.
Get away from the window!
What the fuck?
Christ!
I think she's dead
Now it's
already?
not broken? Or it is still broken?
I don't know.
I'm having the strangest dream.
It was like this big wolf and had these red glowing eyes.
I didn't see any glowing eyes, but it was in here. It was definitely something.
Even if I didn't believe my kids, I would still be out of this house immediately. It's too creepy.
How could you not believe him? You just saw like your wife doing just ridiculous things.
Now you get to see some more shit, I think. Yeah, what happened to her?
Steve and Cheryl's still trying to get the lights back on.
Something tells me they won't.
Yeah. Something tells me the same.
They're both thinking the same thing, I think.
Yeah.
That neck lady, you think she was... I mean, this whole time was...
Yeah.
She didn't do this to herself.
No.
Mm-hmm. I knew Luke was thinking that earlier.
No, he's not gonna want to hear that from me.
He's seeing the
I don't
mom.
understand why this family has such
He
a
keeps talking to
hard
somebody.
time acknowledging mental illness.
Yeah, he does talk to
now,
somebody.
Dad's talking to himself all night.
It's not like that.
It's always been your
She needs to, like, wake up, you know?
You know what happened that night? You don't know the guy got the wrong parent died.
That doesn't happen. It's like she's pissed or something. Like, really, you guys don't think this is just...
They definitely do.
I hope so.
They still gotta pick her up.
No, I know, but is Steve and Cheryl gonna actually, like, be like... Oh, the power... She fell in the middle of that argument, and the power came back on the moment we all looked. It's not a coincidence. Walking into pitch black. Definitely seeing something. Oh, boy.
Wait.
That's not good. I wasn't expecting that.
No.
Oh boy, she's seeing them all.
Who is that?
Shirley.
Is he another dead guy? Maybe somebody she had fixed before?
It was right here.
Went to another dimension.
It was right here and I was screaming and
Has to be,
shouting.
literally
and
has
you
to be
couldn't
something like that. It's not
see
even
me.
like joking around.
Why couldn't you see me?
But I think the same thing is what happened to the mom too, because she was bouncing all over the place, remember? But it seems like Nell was like, she knew what was going on, but
She got taken to another dimension.
I don't know if that same thing happened to the mom though, because
No.
the mom looked
No,
confused.
mom's possessed and like in a blackout.
I thought the health things had got you. I thought they took you. I'm so glad you're okay. I was right here.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
None of you could see me.
It's like the same thing now.
Nobody could see me.
It's like she's saying that right now, you know? I always gotta end the shit like that, you know?
So this is
I have more questions than I had going into that
so
one.
they can see like into other dimensions.
At least Nell can.
And the mom.
Not necessarily. That's what I was saying before. Like,
Yes, necessarily. Remember the mom when she put the shawl on? She saw that boy rolling around in the wheelchair.
yeah, but that was like back in time. Like, she was just seeing.
Obviously, there's no time. Doesn't really. We know that there's something that's happening with time as well.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So maybe it's not like they are ghosts, but at the same time they're like
They're not
they're going through a routine that they once did before.
possibly.
Like the kid one day was trying to open his door, but he couldn't open it because he's in the wheelchair,
Who
and then she
knows?
opened it, and that's how he was able to get out.
Right. Well, they kept it locked for a reason, you know. Or where was that the red room?
I don't think so.
No, right?
No, because the
That
red room's at the end of the
explains
hall.
knob spinning around. It's that boy like wheeling around the house trying to open doors.
And that's why we were hearing the thump
Yeah.
when up against the door. When
I'm still curious about the hellhound.
yeah, that was weird.
Is that what he called it?
I
Or
forget.
did I just call it that?
I don't remember.
A wolfish like hound, I think it has to be a hellhound.
And they all saw it.
Yeah.
That's what's really annoying me. Like, Steven talks all this shit, but then doesn't bring. He's also not telling the truth because of what he saw.
Right.
Like, is he just trying to? I know what he's doing. He's probably just trying to make it seem like I was just upset and it didn't happen.
I'm also a little confused about Theo.
Yeah.
And
what was she doing?
Why would she do that?
Seems kind of fucked up.
Just seems so random.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was no we weren't ever like showing anything that made me think that those two would ever be like, fucking around on the side.
No.
They had that one conversation where she said she won't tell her about the checkbook, which we learned was he took the money.
I guess she was drunk and like, well, no, she like threw them both out of the house or like wants them both gone. Remember?
Well, yeah. Well, now she's definitely going to.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no. That's what I don't understand either. Like I know she was drunk,
but he wasn't.
And he wasn't. But there was there was nothing that like I said, nothing that made us think that would ever happen.
No flirting or anything.
Right, and there was nothing like. There's no way for them to like. We weren't really doing what it wasn't what it looked like, you know. That was definitely going on. They were definitely like flirting and like touching and kissing each other.
It seemed like that.
There's no way it was anything else.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, it was super quick, but it was definitely like they were pulling away from hooking up. I don't know. This is crazy.
The dad still won't say. I think it's gonna come out. It has to come out in the next one. I think what's gonna happen. He's gonna like. It's gonna be like. I think the next one we're gonna see what happened the night he freaked out and then got all the kids together.
Yeah, I did like.
We're eventually gonna see that from his point of view.
I did like those flashbacks.
Yeah. I'm also trying to wonder why. Do you think when the mom initially came down the stairs when he was like, "Oh, where were you?" She's like, it's like something like she seemed out of it.
She said, "I don't know."
So whatever happened to her when he saw it, that happened to her. I think probably.
Yeah, she gets taken over or something like that. Because like, what was up with that window breaking? And like, because it definitely looked like it wasn't broken, right?
I don't think. I think that was the point. He looked away like this, but then when he looked back, he was just seeing things. I think, but I think he was seeing her, and he's definitely seeing her still now. And talking to her.
I think it's her too.
And remember when we saw her at Nell's wedding? And I was like, do you think he knows? And you were like, nah, I don't think so.
Oh, and she had her hands on him.
Clearly he was, you know?
Obviously he does. Huh. Yeah,
And
she was gonna admit, but like, Shirley's like a real jerk.
I get where they're all going through something, but like, she's the only one that's like that's what I was saying in the episode, like, I can kind of see why she wouldn't want the money, but she's like taking it like way too extreme. Like
all I did was write a book. It's not, but I guess I kind of get it. Like you're exploiting. Well, because that's what I was trying to say.
She went through the least amount of shit.
She thinks her family's legitimately mentally ill.
I guess.
Like, you know what I mean? She doesn't believe any of the stories. She thinks that Nellie lost her mind. That's why she needed to be on medication. Luke's a drug addict. Like, and Steven use that, which technically he did because he didn't believe him either.
Well, yeah, that was the whole point of Nell saying it to him.
Right. We know it's not true.
But what I'm saying is is it really that bad where the fact that the husband took the money and Theo took it for, especially Theo, because she took it for, like she said, a very good reason, and bettered herself.
Degree, started her career. This guy saved the business. They didn't use it to go get new cars and stuff.
It's like they murdered somebody, you know. That's how she's reacting to it.
I kind of get it,
I do. No, I totally get where she's coming from, but it's going to get to a point where you have to forgive him for that, you know?
Yeah. I agree. It's still his story. Regardless of, which one of the brothers it happened to, you all did live through it. So
I think something has to happen that proves that Luke and the dad are right to show these other ones.
She's going to come.
I think Theo, I don't know where she stands. I don't think she really believes in anything. But she has to believe in something because she's seen shit.
She's touched everybody. She knows it.
Yeah, but I don't know if she believes it, what she's seeing sometimes, maybe.
How could you not? Why would you be seeing it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess, that's what I'm saying. If she was in the room when the father was saying, you just don't believe, when he was yelling at Steve. Like, if Thea was in the room, would she have been like, Dad, they're probably right? You know,
Maybe.
or...
Yeah. She was in the room.
No, she wasn't.
Where was she?
Because that was when Nell fell over.
Oh, she was making out with Shirley's husband.
Yeah. That did really catch me by
That's
surprise.
crazy, yeah.
I thought for sure she was going to open it and, like, Nell was going to be in there.
That's
like,
what I
yes.
thought. Yeah, Ghost. I wasn't expecting those two at all.
No. I guess that was maybe probably the point.
I guess.
Trying to throw us off. I think the next one is going to be the dad going...
Back to the house?
That's what it is. I don't know. Maybe, because they are in town, so... Like, maybe, like, he goes back... Like, well, I'm saying between him and then, like, between what we see back then. I would imagine we would see him the night of his flash... Maybe in the next one, because there's, what, 3 left?
That was 6, I think, right? Yeah.
7,
Was
8,
it
9, 10. So there's 4 left. No, that was... Yeah.
That was 7?
No, that was 6. But yeah, that, like... So I guess there could... What I'm trying to... I guess they're going to draw it out now where, like... Now, that was the funeral episode. Like, but...
Now we're going to investigate because a little info was dropped that Nell didn't kill herself, you know? Luke definitely...
That's what I'm saying. It has to start with...
It. So somebody's going to go to that house.
Something has to happen, like I said, first,
Dad or
where
Luke.
Steven and Shirley have to get convinced to go to the house again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the dad and or Luke that go there.
Yeah, maybe possibly both.
Possibly
Together.
both, right. Because I don't think Luke drives or... Doesn't seem like it.
Well, you figured they'd stick together at this point.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
They had a little connection.
And maybe Steven just tags along because he was with Luke the whole time, you know?
Yeah, could be.
Like, maybe he's taking care of Luke, and Luke, he's just like, fine, I'll go with you
He
guys.
is taking care of Luke. I think Luke's staying with him, right?
That's what I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, the fact that they made it a point for little Nell to say, I was here the whole time, obviously there's some type of, in a different dimension or whatever,
That they're
in
there
space
all
of
the
time
time.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing that's happening to her when she's dead and she's the bent neck lady? That's why she was able to see her? Like, and, like, she was really there the whole time, and she was, like, yelling, like, why can't you see me? I'm right here. It's the same thing that's going on, but they can't see her because she's in a different... And is that only happening to her? Is that what's happening to all of, like, the mom, and all the hills and whatever?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm very confused.
And what caused it?
Right. Why is it happening?
Because I'm starting to think that what we saw behind the red room when the shadow went by, I think that was supposed to be the kid in the wheelchair, maybe, right?
It seemed like there's somebody was walking, though.
I don't remember. I have to go back and look at that.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing, like, it looked like... who knows, though?
Like-
you know what I mean? It would look like 2 legs.
Is that what it was? Or, like, did the mom really start this by opening the red room? Or, like, what... Or was this place already, like, the whole place haunted? They were possessed, and the mom, as soon as the family moved in, the mom was hit with this first.
Could be.
And then Nell and Luke
And,
were
like,
both saying
what?
shit.
The objective was to get the door open?
That's what I don't understand. Like, what's the what's going to end up being the resolution to all this?
Right.
That I honestly don't
I'm
know.
very intrigued. That's why I like the show so much. Is to try to figure that out.
I'm also so happy we're watching another one.
I know.
So, I need more now.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
We'll see you later.